Looking for something fun to watch and a cool community to be a part of? The KJ Today Show has you covered. We're bringing you the positive vibes of pop culture, people to know, and pets. Join us live the first Wednesday of every month at 7 for your positive vibe fix. Greetings, my friends. Welcome to the KJ Today Show. Are you laughing because I said greetings?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know.
It's not what I expect from you.
I don't know. I'm trying new things. I'm in a new phase. I'm in the greetings. I'm in my greetings era. Okay, greetings.
Good Lord.
Welcome to the KJ Today Show. It is powered by PopCon, and we are very excited that we are on the final days. The countdown is on to PopCon. So while we are going to get you to what's popping in pop culture, we are going to kick off the show talking about PopCon with our friend Carl, who was the OG guest on the very first KJ Today Show.
Yes, he was.
Very first guest. So let's go ahead and bring everybody in because Carl is, he's
kind of a big deal.
He's overbooked himself. He's got places to be. So,
well, he is the big deal. He is the OG big deal.
So while you're bringing all the cameras in, I'm going to remind everybody, part of the KJ Today Show is to participate. We want to hear from you. Drop your name and where you're watching in the comments, just like Susan did, crew number 57. Get your crew number. Go to kjcrew.com. That's KJ crew with a K.com, and let's get those positive vibes going. Leanne, I can't believe you're missing PopCon this year either because there is so much going on. Carl, I know that you only wanted to be here for a few minutes, but I'm going to need you to run down everything that's happening at PopCon. Those of you just tuned in, clear your schedule until Friday because what have you done, Carl?
I don't know. I did an hour-long podcast a couple of days ago with our good friend Brian Daniels, and I couldn't get through it all in an hour.
Yeah,
I couldn't, and that's a blessing and a curse. So it's a beautiful thing.
I'm gonna spaceballs you here. We're gonna do the short version.
I don't know. My Schwartz might be too big, Patrick.
We already have the quote of the night.
My Schwartz may be too big. All right, I bow to the master on that one.
All right. So if you are new, if you found me in the last year because you love my cats and you're like, I don't know what PopCon is, but you don't ever quit talking about it, KJ. Carl, short version of what you have been doing with this amazing convention for 12 years.
Well, yeah, PopCon is just a true weekend of fun. All ages, all demographics, all socioeconomic backgrounds. We're completely apolitical, and we're just there for people to get away from their daily grind for one weekend a year and have the absolute best time. And this year, I have officially said that there is no single event, and I'm talking Gen Con, I'm talking Indy 500. There is no single event that is going to have more happening than at PopCon this year. It just doesn't exist.
And that is a lot to say when you're putting it up there with those other major events here.
That's a bold statement, sir.
As someone who is doing a lot of the scheduling behind the scenes, I am going to tell you that is absolutely true.
So
I'm like, wait, we're doing what else?
yeah, so my old elevator speech is picture a comic book convention in your head, but now picture you yourself having fun at that event, and that is what PopCon is. So we're all things pop culture, which is perfect for this audience, clearly, and we have all the requisite normal pieces. So we have dozens of celebrities, voice actors, screen actors, movie actors, TV actors. We have tabletop board gaming, video gaming. We have an entire international film festival. We have live podcasts and podcast awards. We have escape rooms, laser tag. I miss too many fan panels at this point. There's no way you can do them all in one weekend. We have celebrity authors coming out. But then this year, on top of all that, and I'm sure I missed something. We have real medieval armored combat, metal on metal armored combat. We have bot on bot action with it's a trademark, but it's a descriptive. It's battle bots essentially. We're calling it Circle City Clash, but we've got competitors coming in from all over the country. We've got
there are robots that will be battling against one another.
Correct. Like Smash Out has to be behind plexiglass because they're going to be shattering themselves. Yes, real bot battles.
I love that.
We've got a full featured fashion show. So we've got 4 or 5 fashion designers, and over the last month and a half or so, they've been recruiting attendees to be their models. So it's just regular PopCon attendees that are their models, and they're just going to be walking a literal runway that we built onto the main stage. We have a 24-foot long runway that is just going to be protruding from the main stage all weekend for that one event, and it's going to be so cool. And then on top of that, we added even another thing with a K-pop, J-pop dance competition.
Yeah. So is this a competition? Like if I wanted to go show off my K-pop moves, which I don't have, but if I wanted to get some,
you have picking apples and the sprinkler. That's it.
If I want to be like, I am K-popping it, like, am I allowed in this competition, or are these professional K-pop dancers?
They are. I would call them slightly more than amateur, because I don't think any amateur would have the guts to go compete and dance if they're purely amateur.
KJ's like, hold my beer here, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. So, you can't. It's too late to sign up because I think the field is full. But it's going to be an amazing thing to witness. That and the fashion show and the drag show that we have on Friday, and our world-class magicians that we have yet unscheduled because I haven't found where they land yet. But they have a room. They have a room all to themselves all weekend as well. So we've got so much. And then both our Friday and Saturday nights, after all that, and you're completely wiped out, we're going to ask you to dance until like 1 a.m. So we're flying in a special DJ just so you can dance in Club PopCon.
Yes, and we haven't.
Are we like talking fist pumping like rock stars?
That's the more sprinkler, K-popping it.
Okay, hey, can I bring back the Dave Smiley running in place, man?
Yes, that's fine too.
Good.
Carl, is there anything at PopCon for someone who likes cats?
Well, that is a special event that we're putting on for our good friend KJ. No, so I think that is honestly one of the coolest things that we do have going on this year. So you wanted to start fresh with your own event from the ground up, doing all the hotel and the venue management, and we're like, KJ, let's just incorporate it. Because I wish that back in 2014 that someone had let me get my feet wet first before we jumped headfirst into signing a convention center contract. So yes. I really love that we both collectively have the opportunity to help each other out with PurrCon. And Pretty excited about that as well. And you get your own stage and your own programming. We're going to have live little kitties out there, and not just KJ. And so that you can show your cat Schwartz.
Yes. I did. So we're gonna have Carl. I'm gonna put you on the spot here. It's probably something I should have asked while we're not on live. So we're gonna have the kitten. We're gonna have the. So if Carl says no, you'd be mad at Carl. The kittens, right? We're gonna have the Arpo's bringing the kittens, and Meowtel is coming in to help us have the kitten therapy sessions. Which, by the way, if you need a cat sitter for because you're going to be there all 3 days and you need someone to watch your cats, that's what Meowtel does. And I've got a special code for you to save some money. So plan on that. But I don't know if you heard, but we have the Ninja Groomer coming. Are you familiar with the Ninja Groomer? She was on American Ninja Warrior. And so she did all her stuff. And then she also grooms cats and dogs. And she keeps asking me, and I keep forgetting to ask Carl. She was like, can I bring a cat to groom? Because I can't bring my kittens. Like, we can't groom. The kittens don't need groomed. So she's like, I
didn't hear a thing, and asked for forgiveness rather than permission.
Perfect.
But I think generally we're okay. We just have to be mindful of the facility like we do with every event. So
yeah, I went and looked at the rules. I was like, she'll be in her area. The cat will be on a leash secured. This cat is not going to cause problems at PurrCon. All right.
Yep.
All right. So there you go. Breaking news, guys. Oh, Leanne says I was picturing a cat in a ninja outfit. I mean, you could
both good.
Show up in cosplay as a cat in a ninja outfit, and that would be like ultimate cosplay for PopCon. That would be.
I don't know. Luna's such a good girl that she might wear a ninja costume.
She might. I'll ask the ninja groomer.
Patches, you need to come as Lion-O from Thundercats.
Dude, and hey, if I could borrow the Sword of Thundera from one of the vendors that I know is there, then I'm all in. I'll do the bright red wig. Hell, I may even do the speedos. I may have to.
It is probably one vendor probably does have that sword. I bet they do.
I bet they do. Well, and so Patches is going to be over in the, he's going to be running the championship darts area. So darts is coming back. Patches is in charge. Look out, world. But what's really cool this year about the darts, and part of the reason we haven't announced the players is because there was a qualifier going on this past weekend to play at Madison Square Garden in the U.S. Darts Masters. And so now we know who's playing. So now we can, unfortunately, your runner-up prize, you can come to PopCon. But
I don't see how that's unfortunate.
There are players that were like, wait a second, I could go to PopCon. I think I'd rather go to PopCon.
I have one specific player in mind that would just lose his mind if he came.
What's really cool this year, Carl, is the fact that there is going to be the U.S. Darts Masters is going to be happening during PopCon. So not only will you be able to play darts and learn from some professionals this year, but we're going to have the big screens on, and they're really excited because this will be the biggest darts watch party that's ever happened in North America. Will be happening at PopCon.
That's crazy.
For the North American.
Crazy. Do we need to give them more elbow room? I don't even know what we've got for them now.
So I'm looking for stadium seating. We're gonna,
well, if they need a runway, I've got them. It just has to be early in the morning.
Darts,
Oh my
fashion.
Well, as
gosh.
Carl has
Yes.
seen before, darts actually they do have walk-ons, so like having a runway might not be a horrible idea.
I want to, before I let you go, Carl, I want to ask Michelle and Tia to think about this because they've both been to PopCon. And one of the things that, you know,
Tia's second year in a row for
we
the
were,
record.
yes, that we were talking about yesterday in a PopCon meeting was, you know, talking about what makes it so different because we've all been to, you know, other conventions, and there is a feeling with PopCon that is very different. So we were like, how do we explain to someone who has not been to PopCon that it's not just a convention? Like what is it that you feel that makes you come back to PopCon? And I'm gonna start with Tia because Tia loved PopCon last year so much that she is taking the most insane train ride ever from New York to get here so she can be here again. Tia, like how long is your train ride?
22 hours to get there. So for context, the reason why I'm not flying this year is because I am currently 17 weeks pregnant.
Yay!
So not going to be on a flight, but I was like, that's not going to stop me. I'm still going to PopCon. I'm getting on this Amtrak.
So Tia, can you can you explain why? Because you work for Geek Vibes Nation. You have covered New York Comic Con. Like you've done all of these amazing things. Can you explain why, like what it was about PopCon that made you feel like, I don't care if I'm pregnant, I'm taking a train and I'm not missing PopCon?
What was that? I don't care if I'm pregnant.
I don't know. That was just me. I was
Too many peanut butter jelly shots
that I can't have this year.
Right.
But no, I loved PopCon because to me, PopCon reminded me of the feeling that I had when I originally started going to New York Comic Con, where it's more of this like, you have this like camaraderie with other people, the freedom to like walk around, see all different types of booths. As you said, Carl, there's so many amazing things coming to PopCon this year. Last year, I mean, New York Comic Con doesn't have a freaking laser tag room. That's amazing, right? And the fact that there's like this access to the celebrities, right? I really enjoy that in the panels there's the freedom to ask the audience questions so that you are also involved with them. Granted, right, you have to pay for pictures and stuff with the celebrities, but to just be able to walk and like see them, I mean, that's the type of connection that you don't get at like say the bigger ones, right? But it certainly doesn't affect the quality of people. I mean, last year, literally, oh my God, what the heck is his name? Why am I like Andy Serkis was there? And it's at PopCon, you know? So I loved it. I enjoyed it. The place in which PopCon is at is huge. And I wasn't expecting, I didn't really know what to expect my first time. I really did think it was going to be smaller, and it's not. It is huge, but it's not overcrowded. But it's also like that fun, chill. Like I'm telling you, you go to New York Comic Con, sometimes you're like too crowded. Like you're like, oh my God, I can't even move. And I like that there's a lot of people, there's a lot of things to do, but there's still this like connectiveness where you're not just trying to rush from one booth to the other because literally you're being like stampeded towards there.
And, you know, I will give credit to the entire PopCon staff on that because the way they lay out the show floor,
it's really greatly laid out.
So
seriously,
well done to where there are so many people coming through the doors at PopCon that to where they don't feel like they're in a sardine can, right? That they still have like the elbow room and whatnot, but it doesn't. I mean, there's still a ton of people coming through. It's just all credit to the PopCon staff on that.
Yes,
100%. Like you don't realize how like much of a difference that makes until you've been somewhere like New York Comic Con. I'm sure San Diego Comic Con where you're so uncomfortable that it feels like you can't even really enjoy the
Oh,
floor.
thank you.
So in PopCon, you can enjoy the floor. There's a lot of people talk to a lot of different things. The fact that you have darts, but then you also have laser tag, and now we're having PurrCon. It's like, it's just so amazing. And by the way,
actual medieval fighting, dude.
Yes.
I'm all about this.
And
Let's go.
And the battle bots, I was just watching YouTube videos of that with Paulie, and we were like, isn't it so cool that it's still happening like today, these type of things? So thank you for bringing that. Cannot wait to see that. So yeah, I'm very excited.
And go ahead, Carl. Sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say I've probably been on the train that you're gonna be on. I've taken it from Chicago, which is probably where you have to transfer to get to Indianapolis, and I've taken it west all the way to Montana twice.
Okay.
Damn.
Wow.
Any advice?
Take a deck of cards and make a friend.
Okay. Sounds good. I can do that.
You can.
I was gonna say drink heavily, but you can't. So.
Don't
You
But
can.
if the route was anything like going out west, the tracks are not always in publicly accessible places. So you're going to see parts of the country that you can't see from the road. So it can be pretty cool.
That's cool. Okay, Michelle, can you give us a little bit of, you keep coming back to PopCon in recent years because I make you work for me.
You've been a long time volunteer
but-
as well, yeah.
But can you also just give a little bit of what it is about PopCon that makes, it's one of your favorite things to do every summer.
So I like the fact that I've been volunteering ever since we met, KJ, on the kind of nerdy night in and all that. But I like it because, like, the first year I came, I was nervous about meeting certain celebrities and stuff and girl fanning on that. And but then the next year it was like, they're just like we are, they're just there. They're very nice and stuff. And I love everything about it. There's so much to do. You can't do it all in one weekend, I don't think.
And you hear, Michelle, there's more to do.
I know.
There's
I was
more.
gonna say, because they just brought wrestling back in the last couple of years, right?
Wrestling will be back.
Oh, that's right. I didn't even. Yeah, sorry, WCWO. Yes, wrestling is going to be back this year too.
Yeah.
Dude, and hopefully I get to run the ropes this year.
Oh,
I just want to run the ropes once. I've never been in an actual ring.
What does it mean to run the ropes?
Just back and forth against the ropes. Just
You
going
just
back
wanna
and
run-
forth in
you
the
just-
ring. I just want to run the ropes. That's all. Just once.
Yeah, wrestling's really big right now, and
Mhm.
there's a lot of people that love wrestling, but I love it all. So,
Aw,
and I
yay,
like
we
being there
love
for
you, Carl.
and
That's
everybody.
I have a quick question for Carl before he hops off.
Yes.
How do we feel about maybe 1 year adding Thursday to the mix as well?
Well,
You're like, give me more work. I'm just saying.
Don't worry, Carl. I'm kicking Tia
Yep,
out.
Tia's gone. Tia's gone.
well, no, but it's funny that you bring that up. We almost did that this year, but
Yeah.
next year we're adding a separate but equal event. We're likely going to, at least, called the PopCon Creator Summit, where we're going to be inviting podcasters, filmmakers, YouTubers, content creators, and authors to all come and learn from industry experts, in addition to high quality networking with each other on how to do what they do better. And that will likely be Thursday and Friday, leading into full-blown PopCon Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Amazing.
Yeah. I think
Very cool.
not to get like in the weeds, Tia, but I think one of the issues when you think about making it into a 4-day con is that a lot of these vendors, when you think about staffing and being away from home, and it's 3 days is a lot for some of these vendors anyway. So I'm not saying that it will never happen, but I think the creators
When our attendance gets to the point where we have grown entirely into the whole convention center, and then it still feels crowded, then maybe we'll add a day. How about that?
all right. So everybody buy your tickets and make it so crowded and crazy this year.
I mean, yeah, that's a simple solution.
That's
Make Tia's dream happen, guys. Let's go.
I'm just saying there's so much to do that we can add a fourth day.
I love it. And I love that you're willing to, still think about that you're going to take a 22-hour train and it's still like another day of fun. Yes, go ahead, Michelle.
I was going to just shout out to all the volunteers that do volunteer for PopCon because it wouldn't make PopCon what it is without all the volunteers.
Yeah, that's part of that family vibe, that community vibe that you get with PopCon is that it really is a testament to Les, our volunteer lead and the team, that it's important that we get the right volunteers. And I think it speaks volumes to what PopCon is as a family, that as it continues to grow, more people continue to show up for those roles and they want to be a part of it.
Right. And this is what, year 12?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And I mean, I remember being at the very first PopCon, and it was basically Chris and Carl and their family and friends running it. Just them. That was it. And now I would
then they made us all family and friends.
I know.
Oops.
They're like, this is great. We're gonna need more family and friends.
Dylan, you son of a sorry.
I want to be mindful of Carl's time because can I tell everybody what you got going tonight, Carl, or is that
Sure?
your secret life? Carl has to get going because he's part of the Pride Sports USA cornhole team, and you guys are pretty good, right?
We are technically ranked second right now because we barely lost to the now number one team. Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, then get the let out, man. Come on.
Good luck.
I expect more from you.
We'll likely play them in the final round of the tournament, which happens the Wednesday of PopCon. Oh my goodness.
Oh, no. Whoopsie.
Yeah, whoopsie is right. I did not look at that when I signed up for it, but yeah, no, it's just a lot of fun. I honestly,
into June should be fine. I don't do anything in June.
Completely open.
Oh, Carl. Well, maybe we can have
We'll do a live look-in from
we can have a fan section at, for cornhole night on Wednesday.
Yeah.
We're all gonna come and cheer you on, Carl.
that's funny.
All right, I'm gonna let you go, and we're gonna get to the rest of the show because I promised everybody we would also be done before the Pacers game tonight. So
Yes,
Pacers.
yes, sir.
PopCon is happening June 27th through the 29th. We'll tell you more about PurrCon here coming up. Get your tickets, popconindy.com. Thank you, Carl.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye, Carl.
All right. Yes.
All right, bye.
We'll be telling you more about PurrCon at PopCon coming up here in a few minutes. We usually tell you right after we get done with what's poppin'. All about Conquest journals, but let's take a break here. Let's get you caught up on how you can get some awesome fandom cool stuff patches. Yeah, you got it. All right, here we go. When we come back, what's poppin' in pop culture? Take it away.
Thank you, KJ. What's popping in pop culture is powered by Conquest Journals. Conquest Journals creates officially licensed fan art from Harry Potter, Supernatural, Where the Wild Things Are, and the amazing original line, Waiting for the Night, just for book lovers. From planners and journals to notepads and decals, Conquest Journals brings fandom fun to your work, home, and life. Use code KJ today to save 10% off your entire order.
Oh, thank you very much, Patches. Thank you to Conquest Journals as well. If you upgrade to the Superhero Pass, you get a swag bag, and there'll be a little gift from Conquest Journals in that swag bag as well. So thanks.
Yes, there will be.
You're acting like you didn't know.
I know everything.
We've talked about this. Hello to Leanne's parents. Speaking of family, I mean, I love when we get together like this because it, I mean, PopCon and now PurrCon is going to bring a lot of us together in person, but sometimes we can't be in person. And Leanne is in Texas, and Tia, we would never get to see you as much as we do if it wasn't for the fact that you consider us part of your life and part of your community. So thanks for showing up. I'm about to get emotional. Thanks
don't make me cry.
Sorry. Thanks for being here. Like,
are you really trying to get overly emotional with a pregnant woman?
I am.
I was gonna say I cry
my
for
God.
everything now.
Oh no. Okay, switching gears so we don't cry. It's time for what's popping in pop culture. Pow, powered by Conquest Journals. And now from Geek Vibes Nation, it's Tia. Do you like that?
Hey. I'm never ready for the camera to be just like, oh, boom, you. No.
Hi, Tia.
First of all, we haven't been together in a hot minute. Also, thank you for pushing this week's episode. We were supposed to meet last week, but it was Paulie's birthday. He had a very good birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday, Paulie.
Yay.
Happy birthday, Paulie.
But first of all, this isn't in my thing, but hopefully you guys have been catching up with Resident Alien. The new season is back, season 4. It was such a good introductory episode, so please make sure that you watch that so that we can actually
Thank you for the reminder. I totally forgot. And Tia got to talk to Alan Tudyk.
It was so fun. Thank you, Michelle. It was so much fun. I loved it. So yes, please make sure you watch Resident Alien. But all right,
and listen to Tia's interview on geekvibesnation.com.
Thanks. So my first what's poppin' in pop culture is in honor of Katie. It's about the Nintendo Switch 2, which I haven't even played the first Nintendo Switch, but I know that so in the 4 days following its launch, the Nintendo Switch 2 game system sold more than 3 million units worldwide, becoming the fastest selling Nintendo game system ever.
Oh my gosh.
So I know that people are really looking forward to this. Again, I never even bought the first one. But
hey, that's only because the original Nintendo was such a new thing no one knew. And at the time was expensive as hell.
Yeah.
So.
I grew up with the Nintendo 64. That was my Nintendo system. I don't eat.
I grew up with the Nintendo.
Mine was Nintendo and Super Nintendo.
Prior to that was the Atari 2600.
Yes. I grew up with Pong.
Pong.
Listen,
I grew up
at my grandma's house.
I grew up rolling a circle down the road with a stick.
Dodgeball.
Oh, man.
Uphill both ways, barefoot in the
That's
snow.
right. We are.
well, listen,
So cool.
I grew up being watched by my grandparents a lot, especially when I was younger. They lived in Florida, and my grandpa still to this day has the original Nintendo. So I did grow up watching that. That just wasn't
Listen,
the Nintendo console.
We had the Nintendo. Tia's like, yeah, my grandpa did too. Thanks, Tia.
I remember my grandma had clothes and socks and a barrel of rainwater, and
I would like to let you know, saving for the new Xbox, not the original one that we grew up with in our 20s. Katie texted me on Thursday morning at 7:35.
Oh my god!
Just said,
yeah.
Guess what day it is? And I was like, Charlotte's not one yet. Like, what am I missing? And then she sent me a picture of her husband.
Nintendo.
We are aligned.
Ew, hold on, let me get you there.
You got it? Yes, there we go. There we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
There
it's-
she is.
Yeah, Mary Switchmas.
See, she was prepared. She was one of those few million people who bought it.
Yeah, very exciting. What else is popping, Tia?
Okay, so the next thing that's popping is so obviously the big thing is that we're all getting prepared for James Gunn's Superman movie, and this is going to be, you know, his start to the his DC universe. He said that and this is very small news, but a Wonder Woman movie is in the works. It's quote being written right now. Obviously there's absolutely no news as to who would play Wonder Woman or anything. We know it's not going to be Gal Gadot because he's, you know, doing everything from scratch. Listen,
Chris McCarpenter.
we talk about, you know, we have talked, myself included, much smack about DC throughout the years.
I don't remember any of that. I don't know
Not
what you're
me.
talking about. No.
And while I've never been the biggest Superman fan, I am very much excited for James Gunn's Superman. I think
it looks so good.
it
was
looks
really good.
fantastic. And so I am, if this turns out to be good, I love Peacemaker. Then I would have full confidence in a Wonder Woman movie by him. So
Yeah.
that's just the small news there. I have no idea who I would even pick to be Wonder Woman, but
he came at us the right way. He's like, here's Crypto. You guys love
yeah, here's a
dogs.
dog, right?
You guys love dogs. Like,
James Gunn always has to have something cute in his movies, right?
Yes,
You know, Groot, Rocket,
Mhm.
Eagly.
Yeah.
So now we got him.
well,
Yes,
I know.
Patrick.
I don't know if you follow him on social media. He's a big cat guy. Like he posts, he
okay.
posts. Oh my God, Tia, he will post like love letters to his cat. Like James Gunn loves his cat. Yes, go ahead, Patches.
One question with the upcoming Superman movie. Is Superman still going to be invincible? Except for a little green rock called kryptonite.
It doesn't look like he's invincible based on.
I'm
what
just
we've seen in
asking
the
because
trailers.
if that's the case, then stop.
Patches,
Freaking stop.
Patches, we're giving this a chance.
Positive.
Right, we're trying to be positive.
Positive
This
vibes.
is
That
a
is
new
positive.
I
era.
still
I
can't
am positively
positively.
keeping him
All right,
from
all right.
being
Anyway.
so boring.
Anyway, what else is popping in pop culture, Tia?
Okay, this next one is so stupid, but I think that the story just made me like have my eyes start twitching, and Leanne even liked my reply on Twitter. So Sydney Sweeney's bathwater. So sorry, let me start that over again. Sydney Sweeney's bathwater soap. I can't.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
Her bathwater soap sold out in mere minutes after it launched online. It's now being sold on eBay and other selling markets for hundreds of dollars a bar. And what brand will you at? It is called Dr. Squatch, and they're the brand that has given Sydney Sweeney a bar soap that's marketed as her bathwater. And I gotta say, did they rip this out of and I don't know if you even know Belle Delphine's book. I don't know if you know who that is.
Nope.
You know I can't read.
Don't know what you're
Moving
talking
on.
about.
She was a certain online model that
Mhm.
literally sold her actual bathwater for thousands of
that's
dollars.
right. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So
Yeah, go ahead, Patches.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I have one question here.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Sydney Sweeney?
You know,
Remember, Tia, we grew up with Pong.
you know what? I don't even find that offensive because and this is my hot take about it. The fact it's like she is an actual actress, right? Granted, I've not watched anything she's in because I don't watch Euphoria and I didn't watch Madam Web, you know, but
okay.
but she is an actress, and I feel that there should be some sort of separation between like actors and like influencers. And I'm like, this is like an influencer
All
like
right,
move,
because
right?
that
Like
was
you're
my question,
selling
is
your
like,
bathwater.
Yeah, is this some TikTok person that
No,
is
it's a
just, like,
legitimate-
selling
it's a
bathwater, or
It's a legitimate
yeah.
actress who's walked red carpets, and I'm like, it makes me not take you seriously. And I know that's not
Gotcha,
very
gotcha.
like supportive, but I was like, I don't know about this.
Well,
So,
thank you for the clarification. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Which, by the way, I have bought Dr. Squatch in the past because they sell like men's soap that like are supposed to smell like
And
bark and everything. And I've bought it for
yeah.
Paulie in the past. So I'm like, what?
There's sandalwood and cedar soaps and everything smell amazing.
Yeah,
Really?
well,
yeah.
now
You know
you
what
can
this
smell
is?
like
Dr.
her
Squatch,
bathwater.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a whole men's health like regime. Yeah.
They're like
regime.
Expensive,
Wow.
but yeah.
very expensive. So
Yeah.
Yes.
and it also should tell you things, the fact that her bars of soap are being resold on eBay for hundreds of dollars. There
Oh my
are some
God.
interesting people. I don't want to generalize and say it's probably all men, but
No, you can say it's all men because
Probably
men are
is.
degenerates. All right. As a man, I'm fine to admit that my side of the fence, by and large, we are a bunch of stupid ass degenerates.
it's not worth it, man.
I-
You ain't gonna smell like Sydney Sweeney.
No, you're
Right.
not. No,
Right.
you're not.
So yeah.
Speaking of scents and men, now you smell fine,
Okay,
Patches.
good.
For those for those of you who have been playing along, I came back in December from London with a jersey from darts player.
Oh my God, yes.
Damon Hedda, and
World Cup champion
Yes.
Damon Heta.
about to defend. Well, not
Australia's
Australia.
number one
Yeah.
player.
Yes.
Yes.
So he gave me the shirt that he was wearing when he almost threw a 9-darter, but he did win at the Super Bowl of darts, right? Alley Pally. So anyway, I brought it home. It smelled so nice. I still don't know what it smelled. I don't know what his
And you're
cologne is.
allergic to colognes.
I am. It made my whole suitcase smell like him. And like one of our friend Laura came over and I showed it to her because I was so excited because he signed it for Patches because Patches couldn't be there. And he was sad that he didn't get to see him. And so I got it out and Laura was like, this smells so good. And I was like, it's been like 2 weeks. You could not smell that. And I was like, oh my God. Okay. It is June 11th. Patches got that
I was looking
jersey.
for my
He
hat.
was looking for his Pacers hat today, and he grabbed the jersey, and it still smells beautiful. I don't
Still smells like
What?
Damo. All
Don't
right.
Laundry soap does he
understand
use?
what, like whatever I'm going to ask. I'm gonna be like, excuse
What's
me,
your
Mr.
secret?
Damon Hedda. I know that you are busy with the World Cup
Or
right now.
Mrs. Megan Heta.
I know you're busy with the World Cup right now. Whatever. What is your cologne? Like,
yeah.
I need to know right now because,
That is the one cologne my husband can wear around me.
and also you are missing out on being like Sydney Sweeney and selling this stuff because like it lasts for more than 6 months, dude.
Legit does. I'll give him that.
Amazing.
So anyway, I didn't know we were going to talk about that tonight.
You never know where we're gonna go with this.
Right?
We want to say thank you to Tia. Geek Vibes Nation is where you want to keep up with all the pop culture, the geek culture. You know, I can't do it all myself anymore. Go get your fix. Whatever you're wondering, what cool stuff is going on in the world, what shows you should be watching. I mean, they cover comics, like whatever it's kind of like PopCon, whatever your fandom is. Somehow Geek Vibes Nation covers it all. It's a great place to keep up with what's happening in pop culture. So,
And if I could really quick, sorry, just wanted to
Absolutely
self-promo here
not.
for a
And thank
second.
you for asking.
yes,
If you could also keep a lookout on tomorrow for Geek Vibes Nation's YouTube, my interview with some of the ladies from Resident Alien will be dropping because I did a press.
You got the girls too?
Yeah,
I love them all.
Oh, I love this so much. That's so cool.
I got the one who plays Kate, Asta, and Darcy. That
You
drops
got
tomorrow.
Sarah and
Alice Wetterland.
Alice, thank you.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
I love them.
Oh,
And then-
that's very cool.
And then next week I'll be dropping the one that I did with, I forget the actors' names, but the one who plays the sheriff and the deputy. They got
I love
yeah.
them.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you just got to talk to everybody.
I'm so excited. So yeah, sorry, just had to self promo there.
And one more thing before I forget with Tia, I'm very excited to also announce tonight that if you are coming to PopCon,
This is Tia's last KJ Today show.
nope, Tia.
Oh, wait, no.
Tia has joined the PopCon moderator team. So some of those cool celebrities that you're excited about seeing and going to their panels, Tia will be hosting them. So
And
welcome.
be sure to
Tia.
get your tickets at popconindie.com.
Yes. Okay.
Congratulations.
Before we get into because we've got 14 minutes before the Pacer game, we're going to talk a little bit about PurrCon. I did want to let you know I've got a giveaway, and it's a big one, guys. Rick Springfield.
What?
Rick Springfield is coming.
You didn't tell me this.
Rick Springfield is
With John Waite?
Yes, Rick Springfield, John Waite, Wang Chung. Like, look at it. And Paul Young, June 17th at the Fishers Event Center. We've got a pair of tickets to give away. So just make sure that you are a part of the crew because
Can I have the ticket?
we're going to draw. Have you signed up to be a part of the crew? Just go to the
I swear to God, I
KJ.com.
do not know if I have a crew number or not. I swear to you. That is the God's honest truth.
No, I was thinking about that, Patches, because we have so much going on with PurrCon and getting the darts ready and all the PopCon stuff that we do. And I was like, you know what? Maybe we just need to take that night. Like maybe we just need to go see Rick Springfield.
Hey, and for anyone out there that has never seen Rick Springfield, and this is coming from a guy that is, I mean, like, trust me, Rick Springfield, you wouldn't think would be my jam. This dude shreds.
When I took Patches to his first Rick Springfield concert, he was going to placate me because he wanted to spend the rest of his life with me. And he was like, okay, I will go to Rick Springfield with you. And he was blown away. I was like, you're going to see
100%.
Rick Springfield and you're going to love him because he's more than Jesse's girl, you guys.
Yeah, he's red hot and blue love, baby.
Yeah, and he
He does not talk to strangers.
and I bet he also grew up playing Pong.
Honestly,
Listen, at this
I'm
point in
pretty
my
sure it was like rocks and whatever.
So thank you, Leanne. Yes, let's get to get some good news going in the comments. Tell me something good. Leanne's got one right now. She said, if you're doing good news, I found a house today.
Amazing.
Oh,
yes,
yay!
that's great. I know that
Yes,
this move has been a lot for you, Leanne, and I'm so happy that we
Yeah.
get to share some positive vibes with you. And Rick Springfield was her first concert.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
That's so cool. That's so much better than me. People are like, what was your first concert? And I'm like, Juice Newton at the Dubuque County Fair.
Hey, mine was the Beach Boys, dude. I had the Beach Boys.
That's cool.
That
That's
is cool. Yeah.
That's cool.
They had a couple hits.
I like Juice Newton. Just call me Angel. I mean, Deadpool
Just
made that
call
cool.
me Angel.
That was Juice Newton?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There may have been somebody else that sang it before her, but I knew it from Juice Newton.
Nice.
Good stuff. All right. Let me take a drink and start your questions for PurrCon. Go ahead.
How do I get into PurrCon?
Isn't that the burning question? Let's see. I saw Arina put some good news in there. They've made progress with their cats and dogs. I've been working with Arina and Paul since they got their new kitty, and it was surprising that the introductions, like their cat that they were getting the kitty for, was like, I know I seemed very bored and wanted a friend, but I have changed my mind. And like that, and they had to work on that. And then you think like the dogs are going to be easy. Nothing has been easy with this for them, but they have not stopped doing all the little things to get all of their pets to trust that they are safe, and they've done an amazing job. So that is really, really great news.
Listen,
Yeah.
when I first got Lady, all the cats smacked her around for like weeks and everything. You know, they worked it out eventually.
Yeah, I mean, you just don't know. So, and sometimes you just have to go into it and not think this is going to be easy. You have to go into it and know that you're going to have to dedicate some time to helping these animals figure out how to feel safe around each other. And if it works out and you get like an introduction where you're like, hey, I introduced my cats the first day home and it was great, that's great, but that's not normal. Okay. More about that with the cat. Oh, we got more cat stuff. Hang on. One more cat thing. I guess this is fun because we're talking about the cat convention we're about to have. Dusty has been doing better since he was on the air. He really enjoyed his time in the spotlight, and she's been talking about butterscotch. So this is a reference. Thank you, Susan. This is a reference. If you missed the PurrCon party live with animal communicator Cindy Huff, Cindy talked to Dusty and Susan, and had the only thing that she had prior to us going live was a picture. And Susan and Cindy had an amazing conversation with Dusty. If you've ever questioned whether or not animal communication is something that can really help, I encourage you to go watch that video. It's here on YouTube, and come to PurrCon. Cindy is driving in from Cincinnati. She is going to be on the stage with us. I can actually give you the time she's going to be on the stage with us. Cindy will be on stage with us on Saturday at 3:00. She's going to be with me a little bit more, but Saturday at 3:00, Saturday, June 28th, Cindy and her wife, Terry, who is also a communicator and does some other cool energy work, are going to be on the PurrCon stage, just having an open, honest conversation to help you go home with some, literally some ways that you can start tuning into your cat and talking to your cat yourself, or dog, whatever, hamster, whatever you got. So that's going to be a really cool part of PurrCon. If you do get your super upgrades, there are she's going to do gallery readings on Saturday and Sunday. There will be 2 chances to be in an intimate setting with Cindy so that she can get to as many people as possible. But that's a perk of having that superhero pass. Thank you, Patches. 7 minutes to Pacers.
And before we go any more into PurrCon, I want to thank Angela for chiming in as well. I think this is the first time I've seen her. Her first concert was in KOTB.
Oh, welcome, Angela. Oh my gosh.
Welcome.
So glad that you're here. And New Kids on the Block. What an awesome first concert. God,
Yeah.
I can't change Juice Newton, guys. Can't change it. So we've got the experts that are coming. Tom Doc from Pet Pals TV, who is our medical correspondent. We've got several behavior veterinarians that are coming. And if you didn't hear, and maybe you missed our live, Dr. Matt McGlasson, who is like TikTok's favorite vet, is coming. Like
Nice.
He's gonna be here. Tia, he had like how he got TikTok famous was he does this thing called Rate Your Kitten. So he'll have kittens come in for their first exam, right? And he does all these really cute and funny ratings of these kittens, and people started following along. And he started being able to teach people about cats through doing this. And now he has a book out called How to Rate Your Cat. He's coming. He's going to do photo ops, like pose photo ops, like the real professional photo ops. He's going to be there. It's Friday only, but he's going to do those professional photo ops you see from PopCon with the money going to Mission Meow, which is one of our charity partners that we both support. So there's so many cool things. And I feel like right now, it's like, I understand Carl. I cannot express to you how many cool things are happening at PurrCon, which is like a little corner of PopCon. And we have all of these things going on.
It's its own con within a con.
Yes. And
Right.
like all
Conception.
of these amazing
What?
partners. Like, look at all
Well
of the
played, by the
look
way.
at all of these people who have are coming. Alamo Drafthouse Cinema is going to be our
That's
stage
awesome.
sponsor. We talked about
Oh,
Moutel, like
love Alamo.
I Smitten Kitten Cat Cafe, Pet Greens, the Meow Mob. I can't express how amazing it is for me to stare at this and be like, all of these people wanted to come to this thing that was like just a like thing I thought of, right? So
Not just a hat rack, babe.
and we are also, Tia, we are going to be doing you're going to be on the PurrCon stage with me. We are going to be doing, so think about this now, you too, Michelle, we're going to be doing the top cats in pop culture.
Oh,
Yes,
Obviously, we
Okay.
know number one.
yes,
Grayson.
hang on.
Yeah, it's Grayson. I mean, like,
Grayson,
come on.
totally.
We already know it's Grayson, guys.
Yes.
I mean, like, that's not even a spoiler.
So in terms of the schedule, I am working on getting that finalized, and it'll actually be available on the PopCon website. So it'll be like, you can go to the Walking Dead panel with Matt Lintz and Ross Marquand, or you can come learn how to have a deeper connection with your cat on the PurrCon stage.
Right.
And quite frankly, you can't go wrong with either choice.
It's true. It's true.
There's
I don't know
something
what-
for everyone.
It's
Right?
something for everyone. So, and like the fact that you all like were saying, I was thinking we were going to have to do more goofy things, like the musical cat boxes is going to be insane. It's going to be so much fun. Like, do not miss that. I thought we were going to have to do more of that, and we are having a lot of fun. But you all wanted to learn about cats. You wanted the experts. You wanted the panels, and I'm like,
You wanted it.
I'm so happy that you actually like you want to be super cat parents. Yay. So that is the plan. So we have a promo code Super
I love that.
20 Super 20, where you can save 20% off your passes to PurrCon. The 3-day pass includes your PopCon admission every day. The 1-day pass includes your admission to PopCon if you get it by Sunday with that promo code. So if
And
you
what
have
was that again?
Super SUPURR 20, go to PurrConIndy.com and get your tickets. I'm going to leave you guys with a nice go Pacers. Sorry, Tia, that you're in New York. Tell your friends like we're here in Indianapolis.
Listen,
and
you're gonna hate my next question.
yeah.
What sports is that?
Basketball.
I love that
Okay.
question.
Yay, sports.
Girl, it's basketball. Like we're all in our basketball. This is Indiana, baby.
Yeah.
Basketball.
Okay.
Dadgum.
We'll
All
go
right.
Sorry.
Pacers.
Yeah.
Go
All right.
sports.
All right. Keep up with all of the stuff and things. KJ on social.com will get you to every single thing that I do in my wild, crazy life. Thank you, Tia. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you to Carl at PopCon. Thank you, Patches. And because Clay didn't show up tonight, the end credits
Screw you, Clay.
are once again Clay dancing. Perfect timing from his appearance at PopCon a couple years ago. Here we go. Thank you. Good night.